Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Fine Leg to Fine Leg podcast. We are here with a mid-test review from the series decider at Old Trafford. And after England bowled out for 369 this morning, West Indies are in a spot of bother. They're 6 down. They still need more than 40 runs to avoid the follow-on as bad light stopped play in the middle of a fiery Jofra Archer spell. And we're going to dive into the last 2 days of action. I think the first thing we've got to mention is, luckily, the weather was better than it was planned to.
Yeah, it's been great. My game today, however, not great, and that was boring. But yeah, it's been really good, really nice. Bad light, that's so annoying when they go off for that. I mean, you think floodlights would do the job now. I know it's a little different, but you're playing Test cricket, you can understand.
Yeah.
But that's been great. And then moving on to the players, I think England's batting, I think it was good. I mean, Sibley. Yeah, you get 100 the test before, you get another duck here. It's a bit all over the place. Hopefully he'll come back in the second innings if there is a very long one. But I reckon, yeah, Root got a bit unlucky there. I think trying to do the right thing, just a good direct hit, maybe hesitated a bit, but
it's too slow off the mark. This is only the 16th time in Test cricket that the captain has been run out more than once in a series. The last captain to be run out more than once in a series was Joe Root. Since 2018, no Test batsman has been run out more than Joe Root. I think, Rooter, you've got to get the skates on.
Got to get in the gym. But then, yeah, I think we played the new ball quite well. Obviously, not Sibley. Then Stokes seems doing okay, but yeah, just got to keep them out.
Well set up by Kemar Roach, though.
Yeah,
hit him on the head. Good. Hit him on the head 2 balls before. Bowled another short one, which he hit for 4, actually. But then the ball later, full jag back, straight through the defences. Lack of foot movement from Stokes. And number 3 Test batsman on the ICC rankings was back in the shed.
Yeah, it's a tough one, but, you know. Yeah,
what do we think about England's team selection? I'm going to expose myself now. And I remember that when I heard the selection, I texted you saying I would have dropped Pope and kept Zach Crawley in the team.
I don't know why you thought that.
What do I know about cricket? Let me explain my reasoning about Pope. He's scored his high score in the series is 12 in 4 innings. I thought, in a game where we're gonna have to drop, if we had to drop a batsman, I would have dropped I'd have dropped Ollie Pope, because I'd have given him some time to go away and work on his technique and come back into the game against Pakistan, back where he should be at number 6, and let him completely refocus. Go home, because he said the biosecure bubble, it was difficult to take his mind off cricket.
Yeah.
He said on the interview last night on the telly, and so I'd have thought just. Let him just go home, take some time off, redevelop some skills. But then he comes back, shows the mental strength of the lad. 91. He was I can't remember. He was on 91 overnight, batted beautifully. Fantastic partnership with Josh Buttler, who we'll come on to next time. But yeah, what do I know? So say drop Ollie Pope as the top scorer.
Yeah, but I mean, this morning he was dreadful. He got dropped and then got bowled. Didn't cash in on a very easy drop by Raheem Cornwall, which is another inclusion, which I don't know. It's quite fun watching him bowl, but not sure if he deserves his place when it was actually the other spinner getting the wickets. But
yeah, I felt Raheem Cornwall, he bowled well. I felt he deserved a wicket, because he really did try and make things happen. I thought. He had a couple of LBW shouts that didn't go his way. I think I felt bad for Raheem Cornwall, and he took a fantastic catch to get rid of Rory Burns. Crikey!
Oh, that was a proper catch. But then he dropped a sitter today. It's a different story. But
talking of dropping sitters quickly, Ben Stokes. That's 3 drops in the series.
In the last 2 years, he's had 31 catching opportunities and dropped 12 of them, which is quite poor, actually.
I actually remember. I think there were. I think there was a day in Johannesburg or Port Elizabeth, and England were fielding, and I think we dropped 3 or 4 catches that day, and that was Root, Stokes, and Sibley. Root, Stokes, and Sibley. One of them, Root, was a slip catch that just came in, bounced off his chest. He didn't get his hands anywhere near it, and they said it was a drop catch, but I didn't think so. He had no time to react. I remember watching that in a class in school and reacting a bit over the top, and the teacher found out, but we move on. And what else? Oh, I was talking about Ben Stokes. He did drop 2 on that same day. So, yeah, I don't know. He's not one you think would drop catches, but
Yeah.
maybe because we do practice a lot on our slip fielding. Maybe just I don't know. Just
Maybe.
gotta take catches.
Yeah, sticking back at gully, maybe, I don't know.
Oh, that 5th slip catch off Adam Voges at Trent Bridge.
Yeah. Well, back onto today's cricket, yesterday's. Well, I'll tell Chris Woakes has been poor for a while with the bat now.
Yeah, he's averaging 10 in his since his 100 against India. He averages 10 with the bat.
Yeah, that's pretty poor. But Stuart Broad, that's an innings. Class knock.
62 was it?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that's
50 off 33 deliveries. I think we have an application for Stuart Broad to open the batting at the T20 World Cup next year. Glorious stuff.
That's the 5th quickest as 50 for an England batsman.
It's the quickest 50 for an England batsman in England.
That's quite good.
And it was the quickest 50 since 2000 by an English batsman as well.
I think we forgot Butler. We both sort of suggested maybe he could be dropped or something, but he's done very well. Tough conditions, he adapted well. We just need to see another innings like this quite soon, and he'll have potentially cemented his place in the side again. If we see another, if he turns up soon, he'll definitely have cemented a place in the side again, because it is still not solid, but it's a lot better position than it would have been otherwise.
Yeah, I'm going to say 2 things about Butler. The first one is that it was really nice to see him dig in, and then when the field was all pushed in and Raheem Cornwall served up those deliveries, it was nice to see him free the arms. He played at the perfect tempo. And I remember we said at the end of the first podcast, he's got 2 test matches to save his test match career. And so far, I think he's doing a really good job. And the second thing I was going to say is about the difference in his keeping compared to Shane Dowrich's. Shane Dowrich had what can only be described as a nightmare day behind the stumps on the first day. Buys left, right, and centre, dropping things. I remember I watched most of today. I had to do a couple of other things, but because my ankle injury is preventing us doing any bowling. But I remember watching most of today's game. I remember Butler only shelled 1, and it wasn't even a catch. It was a ball that came through from Woakes that, it stops when the ball stops wobbling in the air. It becomes much harder to pick it up when the seam stops wobbling, and it hit him right on the end of the fingers. But he didn't lose confidence, and I thought he kept really well.
Yep. I think we should probably move on to the bowling now. England's bowling, of course, and I think Broad, Anderson, Archer, Woakes, all very good. Archer, maybe. I'd like to see him a bit quicker. I think his top speed was 90.9, which isn't his best, but I think, the rest of them, Anderson, a few beauties in there. Especially his one, I think, to Shea Hope. That was a proper seed.
Unplayable. And I think actually bowling from the James Anderson end, funnily enough.
Yeah, that really suits away swing, doesn't it?
Yeah, I saw Woakes and Anderson were both bowling some absolute beauties. If you're listening to the radio or you're on Sky Sports and you're watching it, and when a commentator goes, "Ooh," there were a few of those from Woakes and Anderson at the James Anderson end. The westerly wind coming across Old Trafford really helped that outswing. And,
And then Broad just nipping it back in. I think he was really good. Great line and length. He was talking today about not letting people leave him, and I think he did that very well. Chase clearly has a problem with the LBW situation, but I think he's been out 4 times in his 5 innings this series like that. And then Blackwood was looking very good before he got out to another great ball by Woakes. But I think England have really nailed it so far. I think clearly movement has been a bit more important than pace, even though Archer did just knock over Campbell with some speed. But I think the movement's been so important. It's been really good to see.
Yeah, and I think it was really nice to see the bowlers really getting stuck in. You saw from Broad and Anderson's first spell, they just looked like taking a wicket, and they got their reward. Craig Bathwaite straight to the hands of Joe Root, helped by his chest, I think, to get that right. But I just thought really good showing from all the England bowlers. And I think that if England can unsettle Dowrich early on and get Holder out, there's no reason why Raheem, Kemal Roach and Shannon Gabriel are much to worry about. And enforcing a follow-on is a possibility.
It is definitely a possibility, but we'll have to see whether we quite make it or not, or we could see another Ben Stokes cameo.
I don't think we'd do that with 3 days left, but the thing is we don't know how much rain there's going to be, so it'll be interesting.
It's hard to tell. Any predictions, or I think we've glossed over them all.
If England I think the first hour of tomorrow will be crucial. I think the first hour of tomorrow is crucial. If England knock them over before the follow-on or lead by 197 or whatnot, something like that, I think England will breeze away with this Test match. If England are leading by 120, 110, Windies are right back in it. And if Holder and Dowrich put on a partnership like they did in Barbados when Holder scored a double 100 and Dowrich scored 100, England are in trouble. But at the moment, I think the advantage definitely rests with England.
100%. And I think we'll leave it there.
Yeah, I think we'll round off this mid-test review there. So thanks everyone for watching, and we will see you for a full test review in 3 days' time.